Hi, I'm Jake. Welcome to my movement session. We're going to be filling the space, so can I get you to have a look around to make sure there's nothing on the floor that you might trip over. If there's any chairs or desks or anything like that, move them right out of the way, and then find yourself a space. Just put your hands out to the side and just swing around. Just make sure you're not too close to anybody. If you are, just separate a little bit more. Also, if you're touching anything like the wall, make sure you're not against the wall. And also, what tends to happen a lot, people forget that there's a wall behind them. So if you're too close to the wall, just give yourself a bit of space there. Are you ready to get started? Okay, so the first thing we're going to do a warm-up that's going to get you ready to move, get your muscles nice and lengthened, and your heart rate up a bit. So the first thing we're going to do is 4 walks. Now, I'm going to do this going forwards and back. If you're space limited, just do these 4 walks on the spot. So the 4 walks goes forwards, 1, 2, 3, reach up, and then we're going to do the same thing going backwards, but we're going to touch the floor. 1, 2, 3, touch the floor. Do that again. 1, 2, 3, reach up, and 1, 2, 3, touch the floor. Okay. Let me watch you do that. Ready? 1, 2, 3, and up, and 1, 2, 3, touch the floor. 1, 2, 3, and up, and 1, 2, 3, touch the floor. Then we're going to go to the side. We're going to reach side, and can you see I'm looking towards my hand and my knees are bent. Together, side, together. We're going to do the same thing going the other way. Side, together, side, together. Let's go again. Side, together, side, together, and side, together, and side, together. Okay, so 4 walks forward, 4 walks back, 4 walks forward, 4 walks back. Then side, together, and side, together, and side, together. Okay, so I just want you to do that bit with some music. So I'm going to hand you over to the teacher. You're going to do it through a couple of times and then come back to me. Okay, that was great. Now we're going to add some more to it. So hold on to what you've got already. We're going to keep linking things together. So the next thing we're going to do is point upwards and step the same foot out. Now that same arm that's pointing is going to cross across your face to the other corner. Then you're going to point down to the foot. You're going to bring your feet together and your hand together. Now we're going to do the other arm. 1, cross, foot, together. From there, you're going to do 4 shoulder rolls. The shoulder rolls are going to go back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you're going to do the same again. You're going to go point, cross, foot, together. Note I'm doing it with the other arm this time. Point, cross, foot, together. And you're going to roll your shoulders forwards this time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do that again together. So starting on the first side, point, cross, foot, together, and point, cross, foot, together. Roll shoulders back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Second side, point, cross, foot, together, and point, cross, foot, together, and roll shoulders forwards. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's give that one a try. Okay, that was great. So what we're going to do now is we're going to do some hip rolls and some feet stuff, just to get our hips and feet moving. So we're going to do 4 hip circles. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to stamp 8 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now for the tricky bit. We're going to do our hips and feet at the same time. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4. That may have been a bit fast. Shall I slow it down? So we're going to go 1, 2, Can you see I'm doing 2 feet for every circle? Let's do it the other way. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go a bit faster now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's stitch everything together. Are you ready? Okay, how are we feeling? Feeling nice and warm, got a heart rate rushing? Great. What we're going to do now is play a little game. It's called Mountain, Valley, Fog, Rain. So, for mountain, I want you to make the tallest shape. Reach up, make a mountain shape. It can be any shape. You don't have to copy me. You're welcome to copy me if you want to. It's got to be a high up shape. Please feel free to make your own ones as well. Valley, it's got to be something low. Or maybe this low. Or maybe you want to huddle up. Okay, I'm just giving you some examples. Please feel free to make your own ones. Okay, fog. I want you to imagine that you're lost in the fog. So when we can't see, we tend to put our hands up, don't we? But we're going to make it a 360 searching. So for example, it could be out here. It could be this way. It's anything that's stretched outwards. And rain. When it's raining, we tend to kind of huddle over and try and make ourselves as small as possible. So can you show me some huddled, small positions? So these are going to be different to the low ones. The low one's probably going to be quite long. Rain is going to be more kind of small, making yourself as small as possible and hunched over. So let's go mountain. Rain. Fog. Valley. Okay, that was a great demonstration. Now what I'm going to get you to do is just move around the room. Try not to be walking next to anybody, not having a chat right now. Keep moving around, and I'm going to shout, mountain. You're going to freeze, show me a mountain shape. Let's try that again. Walking around, mountain. Great. Okay, walking around. Valley. Do you remember valley? Valley's low down, something low. Great. Okay, walking around again. Fog. Stitching out. Try to make it as interesting as possible. Try not to be just here, symmetrical. Maybe make it different. Things reaching out. Lovely. And walking around again. Rain. Rain. Huddled over. Cool. So I'm going to hand you over to your teacher. Your teacher's going to call some of them out. Your teacher might also want to think about doing things like asking you to hop around or walk sideways or turning or something like that. I'll leave that up to the teacher. Have fun, and I'll see you again in a minute for your next set of instructions. Okay, now it's time to switch up a bit. We're going to swap things over. So if I say mountain, you're going to show me your valley shapes. If I say valley, you're going to show me your mountain shapes. If I say fog, you're going to show me your rain shapes. If I say rain, you're going to show me your fog shapes. So it's just switching two things over. It's switching mountain for valley and valley for mountain, and rain for fog and fog for rain. I'm going to hand you over to your teacher. Let's see if you can get that one. Okay, so how are we doing? We've played mountain, valley, rain and fog. You can probably guess that today's session is going to be about mountains, in particularly mountains of Powys. So what I want you to do is to pick one of your favourite of each of those. So mountain, valley, rain and fog. Find your favourite. So my favourite mountain position, mine personally, is this one. Okay, my favourite rain position, you've probably noticed because I've done it a few times, is huddling over like I've got a coat over my head and huddling out of the rain. And then I'm going to go nice and easy. I'd like you to switch this one up though for fog. Is this one. And valley, I lay down on my side a lot. So what I'd like you to do now is to think of how you are going to transition from one shape to another. So we'll do it in order. We'll do mountain, valley, fog, then rain. So I might go mountain. And then my transition, I do a whole load of movement. I go down to the ground, to valley. From there, I might find a way of moving around, to fog. From there, I might decide to melt down this way into rain. And then, if I really wanted to, if I wanted to be adventurous and I wanted to do it again, I might find a way of getting to mountain. So I'm going to hand you over to your teacher. I'm going to give you a little while. Pick your favourite ones and then work out some transitions. And try and remember that because we're going to use that later on. Have fun. Okay, so how was that? You feeling good? Great. So what we're going to do next is we're going to take those, but I'm going to get you to go into partners. So choose a partner. I'm going to give you a few seconds to do that. Have you got a partner yet? A few more seconds. Okay, great. So what we're going to do now is we're going to use these shapes to create a mountainscape. So what you could do is, say for example, if I say I want you to choose a person A and a person B, if person A is a mountain, then person B cannot be a mountain. They can be a valley, a rain, or a fog, but they can't be a mountain. So you've always got to be on a slightly different level to your partner. So what I want you to do in the next task is firstly choose a person A and person B, and then put together a routine. It doesn't need to be in the order mountain, valley, rain, fog. It could be in any order as long as you're not doing the same thing as your partner. Off you go. Okay, you're doing great. Just a couple of things I want to add in. These are a couple of things to think about while you're doing your dances. So when you're making your shapes, try and fill as much space as possible. I mean, the mountain's a really easy one because that's nice and tall and long, and same with fog. But even with, say, for example, my rain one, which is actually quite small and huddled, I'm still making a shape rather than just being kind of loose there. I'm actually making it into a shape like it's happening. And so I'm engaging my body. So I want you to try and really feel what your body is doing in the space, whether that's a big or a small shape. That's the first thing. The second thing I want you to do is, if you haven't thought about this already, think about your facing. Particularly as I'm on a screen right now, everything I'm doing is facing you. So instead of doing that, I might want to do mountain that way. And I might want to do rain that way. And you can even, if you're not already, do it in different spaces as well. Let's say, for example, valley. And I might make my valley roll over to a different position, and so on and so on. And don't forget those transitions as well. Off you go. Okay, so what we're going to do next is we're going to create two huge mountain ranges. So I'm going to ask your teacher to split the room down the middle. One side move that way, the other side move that way. Make sure you're still with your partner though, because if you're on the opposite sides, you're not going to be moving together. So if you have been split off from your partner, choose which side you want to go on. Okay, so what you're going to do now is I'm going to ask your teacher to place each group, and you're going to create mountain ranges to the music. Don't forget your transitions, and don't forget making it nice and big. Have fun performing. Okay, so now we've had a look at all of them. I want you to think of two things. Firstly, what was your favourite thing about yourself and your partner's little routine? And then, was there anything that you liked about the other groups? Do you want to do it once more? Okay, that's great. That's all we've got time for now. So we're going to do a quick cool down. I want you to imagine that you are on top of a mountain. It's high up, it's beautiful. Are we above the clouds, or can you just see into the distance, other mountains? Can you see the sea? Imagine in your mind's eye, what can you see? What we're going to do is we're going to rise up, take a deep breath in. And we're going to balance on the peak of the mountain. Can you look down? Can you stay balanced and crouch down? If not, feel free to put your hands down. From there, you're going to stretch your knees a little bit, not too much, and then roll up. Head is the last thing to come up. We're going to do the same again. Breathe in, hands out. Let's teeter like we're balancing. Whoop. And then come to a standstill. We're going to come down. If you want to, put your heels down. If you want to keep your toes, heels off the floor, feel free as well. Let's put our hands down. Roll up. Let's stretch out. Right, we're going for the fog again. Stretch out as far as possible. Let's stretch over to the side. So really reach the top hand to one wall, the bottom hand to the other. Out again to the side. And over. Again, really reaching. And then come to standing. Shake out a bit. Okay. Let's do a hamstring stretch. So we're going to put one foot in front of the other. The front foot is going to stay straight. Sorry, the front knee is going to stay straight. The back knee is going to bend. So I'll turn to the side and show you what I mean. You're going to put your hands on your bent knee. Some of you may know this already. And then if you want to, lift your toes off the floor. And let's change over. Lift your toes off the floor if you want to. Now from here, keep the same foot in front. Stay facing the front for now. What you're going to do, bend your front knee, stretch your back knee. So you're now doing a nice calf stretch. Let's hold that for a second. I'm going to turn around to face the front again. Swap over. Good. Last thing we're going to do, well, almost the last thing we're going to do, we do a hamstring stretch. Now with this one, try and keep your knees together, push your hips forwards, and hold on. If you're finding you're wobbling, feel free to put your hand out to the side, or, I don't know why, but this works, hold on to your ear. And swap over. So either out to the side, or ear. I don't mind which. And let's do one last big breath and balance on the mountain. Let's look up to the sky, out to the side, let's teeter over the mountain, and down. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed today. It's been fun working with you, and I hope to see you again soon.